Hi everyone! So one of my goals before my second baby arrived was to potty train my toddler boy. And I am so glad that I got this item checked off my list, and I was able to do it in less than 1 week when my toddler was 22 months. So in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you exactly how I potty trained, and I'm also going to be sharing how I taught my toddler boy to actually get the pee in the potty, because as you may know, with little boys, pee can just go everywhere. So make sure to stick around and watch all the way through the end to learn how you can potty train your boy as quickly and efficiently as possible.
I'm Sabrina, and I'm the creator of L'Atelier Co-working and the Focus Journal. For inspiring content and tips from a tidy working mom, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell button to get notified on upcoming videos.
The potty training method I chose is heavily based on this book, which is called Crap Potty Training. Everything modern parents need to know to do it once and do it right. I chose this book because so many moms recommended it, and it is known as the best and most efficient way to potty train. However, I did not follow this book's instructions to the T because I thought some of the methods were a bit too harsh on the parents and the kid. For example, the book recommends that you don't leave the house for the first few days, which I think is impossible. We left the house since day 1 and we still made it work without any accidents, and I'm going to be sharing how I did that with you in a moment. But first, I'm going to tell you what I did before day 1 to prepare for the big day. So the first thing I did is, as I mentioned, I read this book from cover to cover. The second thing I did was to watch my toddler closely for signs of readiness. And according to this book, the 3 signs of readiness are: number 1, does your child retreat to a corner or private place to poop? Can your child recite the ABC song? And 3, can your child communicate his needs? So for example, can your child ask for food when he's hungry? So when we started, my child didn't know how to recite the full ABC song, but he still knew some parts of it and he knew how to count to 10. I don't think that's really a requirement for potty training, but I think what the author means by it is, can they learn something through repetition? The third thing I did to prepare for the big day is obviously to get a potty. The fourth thing we did to prepare him for the big day is we started reading this book to him very frequently in the month before potty training. We also started taking him to the bathroom with us every time we went, and we started explaining to him what was happening. So even when we pooped, we would take him to the bathroom with us, and this normalized the process for him. Number 6 is I talked to our daycare provider and checked what their procedure was for potty training and how they would handle it, and they reassured me that they were very supportive, so that was good. Finally, number 7, a couple of days before the big day, we rolled out our rug and covered the couch in plastic. So how did we actually potty train? According to this book, there are 6 phases of potty training, and the author refers to them as blocks. Block 1 is to strip them completely naked. This makes them more self-aware and they're less likely to pee on the floor in their underpants. Block 2 is to put some clothes on, but to not put any underpants. So you can put pants on them but no underpants. And the reason is because according to the author, underpants feel like diapers. They are not going to be aware that they don't have diapers on. Block 3 is learning how to use the potty in different situations. So this could be any location other than home, for example, public bathrooms and things like that. Block 4 is wearing underpants. So once they can pee and poop in the potty when they're naked or when they're wearing some clothes, then you can put underpants according to the author. Block 5 is consistent self-initiation. Basically, they are consistently telling you when they need to go. And finally, block 6 is training them for nighttime and nap time. So I followed those phases more or less, but I didn't stick to them exactly. For example, on day 3, I started putting underpants on him, even though he wasn't self-initiating yet. The reason is because I showed him his underpants and he got really excited about the prints on them. This really motivated him to keep them dry. On day 1 in the morning, we took his diaper off and we explained that today we are going to pee and poop in the potty. So no more diapers, bye-bye diapers, you are no longer a little baby, and we are going to pee and poop in this new little potty like mom and dad. We actually kept the diaper off for the whole day. We only put it back on during nap time and during the night. And that is actually a very essential part of this method of training. You don't go back and forth between putting diapers on and not putting diapers on. From this point on, there were no more diapers except for when he slept for nap time and at night. So yes, you heard that right, no more diapers. With this method, you just go all the way. You don't put any pull-ups or training pants on or anything. So I started the day with him being completely naked, but of course he wanted to wear some clothes. So what I did is I just put a top on him and left him bottomless. The first couple of pees were very dramatic. I was watching him very closely, and eventually he started to pee, obviously outside of the potty. As soon as he started peeing, I just carried him to the potty. And the first couple of times we did not make it to the potty at all on time, so all of the pee was outside of the potty. By the third time, he started getting more aware that he wasn't supposed to be on the floor, so there was a bit more time for me to carry him to the potty, and 50% of the pee actually got inside of the potty. By the fourth pee, I was starting to notice more signs from him that he was about to pee, so he would look at me and pause and freeze, or he would try to hide in a corner. So I could predict when the pee was coming a bit better, and we had more time to actually get to the potty on time. So after we got a few pees in the potty, we both started to get a bit sick of being at home. What I did is I waited for him to pee again before leaving the house. I put some shorts on him but without any underpants. I took the potty with me outside of the house, and we just went across the street to the park outside. I think leaving the house on the first day was very important for us because by this time he was sick of going to the potty and he was really, resisting it. I was getting tired as well. Leaving the house gave us a bit of a sense of normalcy. So we continued using the potty the same way we were using it at home, but we were just outside in public and it was a nice day, so it was fine, and we didn't care that anyone was watching. So that was day 1. On days 2 to 4, I basically continued doing the same thing, which is watching him very closely for signs that he needed to pee, and then quickly putting him on the potty when he needed to go. And then 3 things started to happen. Number 1, he started to hold his pee for longer periods of time, which is a really good thing because that means he started to learn how to control his body more. Number 2, I started getting better at catching his signals and predicting when he needed to go. And number 3, this started to become more normal for him, and he started to realize that this was just going to be his life from now on. Now I have to mention that for the first 4 days, he was resisting going to the potty a lot. Every time I would make him sit on the potty, he would cry and make it all dramatic, so I had to make him sit on the potty each time. The second day was actually the worst, but it started to get better after that. Now this is the point when a lot of parents give up and they think their kid is not ready for potty training. But this cannot be further from the truth according to the book. The author says that if your kid has the will to resist going to the potty, then they definitely have the ability to use the potty. On day 5, he went back to daycare, and actually daycare helped us a lot because my kid is a lot more disciplined at daycare than at home, and he is way more likely to do as he is told over there. So the fact that they put him on the potty at regular intervals, and also the fact that he saw other kids go to the potty, made him less resistant to the potty in the end. Also around day 5 is when I got us a travel potty, and this gave us a lot of freedom because I could fit it in a tote bag along with a change of clothes, and we could literally go anywhere and we didn't have to worry about being close to a bathroom. Finally, on day 7, something magical happened. He started to tell me when he needed to go potty. So he would actually look at me and tell me, "Mommy, potty." And this was a game changer. Obviously, for the first few days, he wasn't really telling me consistently when he needed to go, but I was no longer stressed out about him just randomly peeing in his pants because he was better at communicating his needs with me. So once he got over resisting going to the potty, and also he started telling me when he needed to go, the next thing to work on was getting all the pee inside of the potty, because a lot of the times he needed to go so bad that he forgot to hold his penis down and all of the pee would come out of the potty. So getting all of the pee inside of the potty actually took an extra few weeks, but here are a few things that helped a lot. So the number one thing is to get a potty with a high pee guard. And this is really designed for little boys to minimize the splash. Our travel potty has a pee guard that's a lot smaller, and this definitely contributes to a lot more accidents. The second thing you can do is to prompt him to go to the potty well before he needs to go. So that way he is more likely to take his time to sit properly and push his penis down. Number 3, and this is gonna sound a bit weird, is to show him exactly where and how he's supposed to push his penis down by guiding his hands. Number 4 is to remind him to push his penis down right before sitting on the potty. Finally, number 5, having them sit further back on the potty and leaning forward can also help. So this is where we are now with potty training. Number 1, he is getting better at telling me ahead of time when he needs to go to the potty, so we have enough time to walk to the potty even when it's a bit far. Number 2, he is getting better at pushing his penis down and getting all the pee inside of the potty. And number 3, he is practicing pulling his pants down and sitting on the potty on his own, so he will need less of my help in the near future. So this is how potty training generally went for us, but remember, every child is different and learns at their own pace. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to leave them in the comments below, and I will do my best to answer them. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and check out my other videos. I will see you in the next one.